So yeah, this is going. So where do we want to close the daily? Talked about this yesterday. This is great that we're up here. I'm telling you right now, right? This was a lot of resistance. A lot. Why? Well, you literally had the center of the monthly range, the daily, what was it? S2 or S1 or R1? Yeah, R1 daily and the first standard deviation. So we want to close up here. We really do. That would be powerful to push this weekly candle higher, right? Up above 24. I mean, for me, that's the next target. I want to see how that reacts, because if it does get there, we're probably going to see that 24/7 area get hit, top of the monthly range. The fact we're in it is good. And see, this is what all these other people talking don't know anything about. This has been a struggle the last few months, right? During these drops, this has been the struggle. The monthly ranges, we're just getting hammered back by them. We'll have those little pumps. It'll get to the top. Boom. Just reject. It's been rejecting. Tumbling. So now the bulls have a chance up in here to solidify that buying power. Let's go. And and at some point, everybody's like, all right, let's make some money to the top side. Let's go. But this is definitely good looking weekly candles. 100%. In the entropy heading back into randomness with a bullish predictor, I like that too. This is what you want to watch, right? And I will check the correlation, because you're going to want to check the correlation every once in a while in the Shannon entropy percentile. It's not all the way peak. I mean, it's close to a 1, right? You want to see this entropy percentile stay expanded. As soon as it changes, as soon as you get a lower candle, that's where I want to check the correlation to see if that predictor is going to flip bearish again, or what's going on. I mean, I do like that this volatility is just contracting, negatively correlated. And I was talking about those fissures forever, few months, talking about the fissures. Waiting. All right. Right here, the low length one did flip up. That's why this is a powerful little trend indicator, especially when you realize what the fissure does. Transforms price action into a normal distribution. I like it. Anytime I read normal distribution in anything, I will drag that right out of traditional TA land and bring it aboard. At least they're attempting. But there's other things out there, right? I've never seen anything like this little predictor model, though. I mean, this thing's really good. Really good. It really keeps you out of all the fucking noise going on. It keeps you in the trade. The first thing I notice is it keeps you in the trade as entropy is going back into randomness and back into trend. Or the other way around, into trend and all the way with heading back into randomness. It's really cool. Because it's easy to get into a trending trade. It's when that entropy is going back into when the market is going back into randomness. That's when it's hard. And so if you can get some sort of model that will literally let you know what's going on, powerful. And obviously you're still using everything together. And I was talking about this bull div on the weekly for what, over a month. So it's been there. It's been there. And now you got this returns oscillator, right? That bad boy's cooking. That bad boy is cooking. But on these sustained runs to the top side, I mean, look at the returns right here, right? Here's the move back here from whatever, 10K to the first 65K high. Look at the returns oscillator. You get this nice first big run up to the 2SD band, right where it rejects from. Look at the return oscillator going down, 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 down. That is a bullish reset like crazy. Price, you got a candle backfill right there. You can see the wick, right? Had a candle backfill, but man, look at the fucking bulls just like, no thanks. And then whoop, right back to the top side. Right back to the top side. And there was, weak bull div. There was weak bull. So interesting. And then you get the return oscillator turned down here, right? Not much of a pullback. Not much of a pullback at all. And it definitely set up hidden bull there. And then, boo, rocket ship to the all-time high. Not the 70K one, but the first at 65, yeah. So that's what's great. That's where people get confused with the returns oscillator. This isn't price. This is not price. That's why we got when you understand how to use this indicator, look, there's no correlation. There is none right now. There is none. So here's what you're going to want to look for. When this weekly returns oscillator turns down, you're going to want to see red columns, pink in my case, right? And that's telling you, just like right here, look at this price action going up, right? Especially on the last. The last candle. It's literally right here. That's interesting. That was telling you not to trust the signal. But it did it on the way down too, on the first candle. All right. Let me see something real quick. Where are you? Okay, got on a 7. 0 mean 50 and 2. Okay. Length for bands. Here we go. Alpha correlation to price is on a 7. Flash is on a 10. Let me try something real quick. You going on? Yep, that changed it. See how it was building the correlation to the top side? Doing simple little things like that. What did I just do? I put the returns oscillator on an 11 length. But the reason why I like it on 7, it picks up more divergence. Look, like right here, right? There wasn't any bull div. The bull div was on the log return z-score. And DLP, little bit on the DLP. The low length Fisher, right? That low length Fisher. Right when they all turned up, the low length Fisher, bull div with the returns oscillator. And on a 7 length on the returns oscillator, yeah. But when I flipped them both to 11, the alpha squared length, the length for the actual RO, you can see on that move I was just showing where I was confused on the read, you got blue columns, right? Building. And then right when it turns down, boom, blue column right there. Then you kind of lose it. There's where it picks up on the heavy drop on these 3 candles. Boom, boom, boom. You get the blue. Dun, dun, dun. So yeah, keep a lookout for that. That's how you use that. That is literally telling you the correlation. This baby's going to make a run up here. I mean, right? We talked about this yesterday. Right before the close of the day, this thing ran up, closed above the second standard deviation. When you get daily moves like this inside this distribution, I'm telling you, it's very, very, very bullish. Why people are going, it's a trap, it's a trap. I'm like, well, the distribution, the price action volatility ranges are telling me something different, right? That right now, this price action isn't a trap. This is bullish. There are buys, the buys are coming in. The sells are dissipating. Let me see here. Yeah, and on the 90-minute, that variance coming all the way down, negatively correlated. That's good. We like that. And we're setting up. Boy, we're really, I mean, there's a little bit of hidden bull building. The predictor, though, on the 90-minute has flipped. But hell, it flipped on one of these pullbacks, and it just, price action kept climbing. Bottom line, this is why we're down here, right? We trade down here. We take our quick profit. Yeah, there we go. On the low time frames too, that 11 length picks up good div. Picky up the divvy. Yeah, bull right there at the end. Boom, nice pop. Volatility though on the 5-minute is expanding. That 981, both 981, 525, they were both zeroed out. Now, if the expansion, it was positively correlated to start, flip negative right here. She flipped negative. But just like yesterday, makes sense to me. This thing's going to make another push. Here's the 2SD. Here's the 95 for Laplace on the daily. Okay, that's where, boom, price action got stifled right below it. Came back. Now it's finding support above the first standard deviation in the center of the monthly range. It's amazing too when you get these areas set up and you just look. You'll get wicks, but the candle closes. Man, they are respected most of the time. It's great. And I don't care, right? Here's the bottom of this daily, 68, 3 Laplace. I mean, look at this. Dunk, 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 dunk. Gotta love it. We love our indicators. Yeah, you're muted. No, Yasha, when you first started talking, when I asked you that question, yeah, you were just real bassy. It fixed right after he posted that. I will double check for when you. Uh-oh. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's what I thought. You were being quiet. Yeah, it's late there. It's after midnight, right? Yeah, it's like 12:30 or something. 1:30. Yeah. Yep. What was happening on this 15? Variance rising, positively correlated. Yeah, bull div. Or, sorry. Yeah, bull div. And the 15 got this pop. All these one fisher left in the 15-minute. Yeah, right. All right. For someone to look at Sol on the daily. Yeah, I like Sol looks really good. And look on the daily, right? Reverse wave trend. Oh, my poor boy. You all right, buddy? Fuck, he's like sleeping, having the fucking. It's almost like a sleep apnea because of the lung stuff going on with him. Sorry, guys, I got distracted. Jiminy Christmas. Okay. Yeah, look at Sol on the daily. Sol's already in trend. Right? Sol is trending. Entry percentile 0.95. Got room to grow. Predictor saying, let's fucking go. So does the volatility. Volatility is only printing what? 64, 65? Yeah. Positively correlated, expanding. Let's see what happens in the close of the day. But here's what's good on daily. I mean, there's no div. There's no bear div. There's no bear div on anything. I mean, no, there's not. Not even, no DLP. Sol looks strong. Move over, Cardano. Solana is going to start the next bull run. That's what we like to say. I do think it's going to be that way too. Cardano has done it in the past.
Yeah, I was thinking that today actually. I think Cardano is going to be the last one to rip, but I still want to grab.
And you look, Cardano's up almost 7% today. Bitcoin's up what, 4.8? Then you got Sol up 5.4. Look at ETH. ETH's down. Just not a lot, but ETH is down. So, if you were to look at BTC, Cardano, and Solana, they are all highly correlated today. ETH, probably significantly negatively correlated. And you would have been seeing that setting up on lower time frames. So that's you're going into your intraday trading, you know. We're not just trading one asset. We know about correlation. Fuck all these people out in the world that think all this shit's crazy. They don't understand. It's okay. It's okay. People don't have to understand. What did I just do? Oh my God, that's going to melt my chart. Where's Solana? Sorry. Do that shit on Litecoin. I don't know how it got. Why is that even on here? Let's X that out. I don't need no stinking Litecoin on my chart. I don't know how that even got in there. Hey, you okay, bud? Cough it up. Holy shit. Having a fucking fit over here, man. I want to see this reverse wave trend cross up this reverse fissure for sure. I mean, look right here, right? We had this little move. It's still, wave trend didn't cross it up. All the way, I mean, we're talking all-time high when we cross down. That wave trend has never, look at it, right there, boy, rejected right off that fissure. And just, now, we are above it right now, right? That reverse fissure on the daily, 45.69, we're at 45.91. Barely above it. If we close this daily candle above there, that'd be real nice. And this would even make sense too. So we get a cross up somewhere probably in this range. In the meantime, while that's happening, maybe we want to run up to like 63, test this 99 length log return moving average. But then at some point, right, those crosses love to get tested. These crosses are so much more powerful than, you know, you go to traditional TA, everybody knows the crosses everybody talks about. Oh, no death cross. Oh, no golden cross. You know how many times those crosses have absolutely wrecked people? Wrecked them. Wrecked them good. And I'm not talking about prison purses. See how many people got that. That was, yep. Let's see. Coy has a question. That's the thing, Coy. Here's what I'm looking at. If we close this weekly candle above that 24K area, above the weekly 95.4 Laplace and second standard deviation, and the projection from the 48K high, 95.4, if we close above these, let's just say 24,250, cleaning away, closing above all three of those areas, next week, we'll have to look at the new weekly chart. But if we have a big pump candle and returns are mean reverting, I mean, we're talking anywhere from like 30 to 32, anywhere in this area right here. But my thing is, when weekly candle gonna close above? That's what would be great. Say next week we have a nice, we get up to, I mean, I want to get the new weekly price action volatility ranges for sure, but say we're up here around 26, 27 or something. You know, wherever that weekly candle ends up, the new weekly candle is going to open on the other side of the mean. That's what I want to see happen at some point. Maybe we don't have a big week next week, and then we have the following week, and then you bust through the mean. So that's why the returns oscillator is great too, because we want to know what's happening, what's going on with the returns. And obviously, one thing. Oh, that's Sol. Hold on. Let me go back to BTC. I'll jump back over there in a second. Oh, Lord. Yeah, returns oscillator getting high. Is it out of range? No, that's a 2SD band. Usually that's respected. As you can see. And we're getting up with some of, now obviously we're not going to get a lot of history on the weekly because it is BTC. But yeah, 2.25 right around there. I mean, we're only at what, 1.91. So this thing's got room to run. It doesn't mean it has to stop there. Hell, the returns oscillator can go as high as it damn wants. But I would, you know what I want to see? What would be interesting? Let's throw this band on real quick. Power for smoothing use. Hold on here. Where?
You all Biddy pumping.
Oh, Biddy, you go. Go, Biddy. All right, never mind. I was going to flip the freaking SD band, but yeah, you can't on this. So we're just going to have to see what happens here, man. But that's what I'm looking at, Coy. I'm wanting to see when are the returns going to fully mean revert? Because it's coming. In my opinion, it's coming. We've been waiting. We have been waiting. I was wanting it to happen back here, obviously, right? We're back over 40. But this is the perfect time to run this up, too. Big time. Yeah, I want to close this weekly. I mean, it's only Tuesday. Who knows what could happen? Where's this 3SD at? 26,389? But I always am going to go back and I want to see where the top of the weekly, let's see. Top of the weekly range, these resistance levels. There's R1. R2 is under here. Yeah, that was the weekly R2 too. Center of the monthly, weekly R2, first standard deviation. The fact that we're above this going into the end of the day, and just like yesterday, man, this is super, super bullish in my opinion. Where's that last weekly range at? Oh, yeah, they were on top of each other. They're both right here. 24/7. Yeah, this week, I see that being the top, to be honest. I don't see us getting by this area. 24/7. But what does that do? Puts us right where we want to be. We close up around there, we're closing above the current weekly candle, second standard deviation, 95.4 Laplace, and the 95.4 Laplace from the projection of the 48K high. So that would be perfect. Make a run up to that 24/7 area, test the top, that's literally the top of the weekly range resistance levels. You're usually not going to get outside of that. Go back in time and look. Maybe it's happened a couple times, if that. And it's going to be on those extended runs, like during that run to 20K, maybe the run to 65. That will be good. And then the rest of the week, especially, we get up there before the weekend. We're up in here bouncing around, finding support on the top side of that 2SD and the top of the weekly. Go into the weekend and just arrange in there, open up the new week here, and just boom, blast off again. Because, yeah, it's hard to even go in other chats and read. I can't stand the way people think, just what people think about the market in general. It's like, yeah, I can't banter with this madness. I've tried. You got to understand the way we trade to begin with. I'll poke around with people up here on the macro, and we're going to be right more times than if you're looking at traditional TA. Why? Because we know about the returns. Go ask just a random general retail trader. They don't have a clue what the returns are. Not a clue. I didn't either. then I was like, okay, this is interesting. So yeah, this week, yeah. And considering this is only Tuesday and we're already up here, this is, I say the word interesting again, to see what happens here. We get above this area and just hang out here for the weekly close. It's going to be pretty powerful next week. And obviously, we've looked, SPY is definitely running. So is NASDAQ. Things are turning around. And that's why, you know how the markets are. People are just the fear, the greed, all of it. It's just insanity. It's insanity. We know the returns are going to mean revert. So other people are super bearish. I guarantee there's people right now didn't take their profit. They're probably crying right now. People's shorts are getting wrecked. And then what are they going to do? They're going to cry manipulation. It's not manipulation. Number one, it's a random market. Just because somebody has more money than you, just because people have more money to trade with and literally can move the markets. Nice, I'm nice, X Mars. I keep calling you IMARS. Yeah, that's the thing. People are ding, 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 ding. When you understand returns mean revert, you're not going to get stuck in, right, selling bottoms. God, these dumb people that are selling bottoms, it just drives me crazy. Let's see. Nice.
Like you said, they don't even know what returns are, let alone volatility. Or you ask them what is it that moves the price. What is it? What is volatility? They'll say which one the price goes up and down. Or they'll say if they're trying to be smart, they'll say it's when there's high volume.
Mm-hmm.
No. So they just don't even understand. So of course people don't take profits when they should. Yeah, it's sad, but yeah, not always worth bantering with such folks. They're going to be argumentative about it.
Oh, you start talking about percentile and you start talking about entropy and things like that, especially if you go to options traders. The only volatility they know is implied.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like,
they know they like the implied. Yeah.
So wouldn't it be nice if you knew when to take that profit on your options trades? Like maybe when a indicator that's called volatility grade, which is implied volatility and historical volatility, and when that peaks out with percentile, I mean, especially if you're selling. I don't care if you're up 25%, 35%, whatever. Same thing goes for options. Take your profit. Especially in BTC. That's why options traders, the smart ones, like BTC, because they know how volatile it is. But at the same time, they're gonna take their profit. They know BTC can run $3,000 to the top side and then fucking pull it back the entire next week. So you're gonna take that option. You're gonna take that option profit. For sure. Good stuff. But it's hard to talk to these people about that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we can preach all we want, but it's like if people don't want to hear it, they're just not, and most people just don't want to hear it because they just don't want to learn. That's okay. They're gonna stumble their way through their own journey, and most will suffer, and that's sad, but that's their choice. But we're here for those that are, wanting to find a better way. That's all.
They're like looking for low implied volatility to buy premium. And they're looking for high implied volatility and they're going to sell premium. But is what they don't realize is that that's not telling you you could have a high implied volatility and the percentile could be at like 60, 70% expanding. And yeah, man, it just makes no sense.
Well, there's a reason that those guys suffered huge losses in trading in the last few years, right?
Yeah,
I mean, they say it themselves. They say it themselves. And that guy Tom himself, he's like, yeah, I'm not really. He's like, I'm a trader, but I'm not really a good one or anything. He says it all the time.
Yeah,
and there's a reason is because of that. They don't correlate. They don't take profits. They, like on the things that are obvious that they should, because they're just going by like you said, they're just going by IV. And so, they don't really have good targeting. I'm going to go long-term trading. Like, what are you talking about? You're options trading. Get your money, get out. You hit your target, get out. Go to the next trade. Where did I go? Yeah, here we go.
So let's see. Yeah, that's good. XMAR's taking your profit. Seriously. We can always get back in trades. It's all about. It's not, that's the thing. You'll see people bragging and shit on Discords doing this and be like, are you still in that position? Yeah. So you're acting like you won this trade. You ain't won shit yet, son. Take your profit. Then come in. Be like, hey, I took my profit. Be like, good, congratulations. All right. Let's see what we can gamble about. Let's go. Yeah, I wanted to look at the problem with looking. We looked at Sol on the daily. It looks fucking fantastic, by the way. There, Warlord. But there's just no weekly intel at all.
Yeah.
Just no history. No history. Man, these fishers are just getting stronger on BTC too. Tell you, man, this thing wants to go. It really does. But yeah, returns oscillator starting to set up that hidden bear. But or Jesus, from that point, definitely returned. They're both setting up. I'm just looking farther back. From the last local though, yeah, for sure, setting up, but they're both strong, so then you tack in the DLP dropping hard like this. And the Fishers predictor volatilities. Everybody's vibing. Massive vibes. Massive.
People looking for that summer relief pulp.
Yeah. Yeah, no matter what happens. Volatility traders don't care. We're going to ride the wave. We're going to ride the tides. Yeah, this is going to be cool. See what happens overnight here. Traditional close strong as hell. I imagine new daily range is going to be up here. Probably above the monthly. Especially, we close up here. We close up around this 95 for Laplace. Up around this 2SD. This would be another super strong day. This is exactly what happened yesterday. We dicked around on top of the 1SD for a while, and then right before close, the rocket shipped up and closed above the 2SD. Let's see if the same thing happens today. Let's see if we close above right around 24. That'd be great. But, right, daily, 95 for Laplace. We're getting a rejection here, so it's going to have to push through. I'll leave you all with that. Let's see what happens. Peace. See you tomorrow, 5 p.m. Later, guys.